Hello, my name is Tina Breeze-Wallers, and I am here today with Richard Snyder of the Friends of Oak Hill Chapel. He's the co-president, and also Tom Presney, who is a former parks director here in the city of Janesville. And we're here to talk to these fellows today about the Oak Hill Chapel, the open house that's coming up on May 28th to celebrate Oak Hill Chapel Day, which is originally June 2nd. Is that correct? Yes. That was 4 years ago that the grand opening of the Oak Hill Chapel happened.
Oh yes, that was a fabulous day. I think more than 500 people were probably here.
And that was the culmination of 5 years of restoration, of volunteers coming in here and literally putting their heart and souls into every aspect of this chapel. So it was built in 1899, that makes it 123 years old. Something like this needs to be kept up, right? There's
Yes.
always things that need to be done here in the chapel. Richard, can you tell us how people can donate?
100% of all funds that are donated go right into the cause. We still have, I think, 18 of these fold-up chairs left for donation. And for $120, you can get a brass nameplate and a loved one's name.
Richard, now that 4 years have gone by, what is the chapel looking at now? Like what is its main purpose here today?
Today it's mainly for the funeral services, being right here in the cemetery. And other gatherings, we've had a wedding, a baptismal could be done here, of course, and any type of service that or a meeting that you'd like to get together with. We have a handicap ramp in the back as well.
So if somebody wanted to reserve the chapel for an event, who would they contact for that?
They could call me personally. My phone number is 920-382-1807.
Okay. And the other gentleman we have here is Tom Presney, who some of you may know already. He is the former parks director for the city of Janesville, and he retired back in 2014, is that correct? Right. And Tom has a special kind of a connection. You may have noticed the Packer helmet here in the background and some other things on this table behind him. So Tom is going to talk to us a little bit about how that G got to be on the side of that helmet. So Tom, go ahead and give us your amazing story here.
Well, thank you. It is amazing. I'm glad you titled it that way. Well, interesting, as you point out, I had former employment with the city, and about the time the city took over Oak Hill Cemetery in 2008, it was brought to my attention that there was a rather famous Packer that was buried here in Janesville at Oak Hill Cemetery. Well, who was that? And so a little digging and exploration, we found the gentleman's name. His name is Gerald Dad Brazier. And from there, it also took place that I was part-time employed with the Packers. And so I started inquiring. Lo and behold, we determined that he was a former equipment manager, took care of equipment for the Packers. From that, time went by and we soon learned more. Well, the exciting part is as you see these Packer colors and the Packer logos here, we determined that in fact that Gerald had actually designed at the request of Coach Vince Lombardi, the G logo that you see present here. And so the exciting part is Janesville owns some ownership in a sense that Gerald is buried here in Janesville and was the originator of the G logo.
Very exciting. So how is it, I did some research on Gerald. Dad was his nickname. I did some research on Dad and found out that he was born and raised elsewhere and lived in De Pere, Wisconsin for the majority of his life. How is it, do you know, how is it that he came to be buried here in Janesville at the Oak Hill Cemetery?
Sure, wonderful. In fact, his parents were both married here and buried here in Janesville, so that drew the connection back. But as a lifelong resident in the Green Bay area, he's well known and respected during his lifetime there, and now we can own a small piece of that in Janesville through his parents and his burial here. And there's a long story to be told about this background. We just encourage you to come to the open house. We'll have on display more information and happy to answer your questions, but would anticipate your excitement and would hope you might get involved in this effort as we go forward to recognize Brazier and his design of the Packer logo.
Excellent. So back to the open house then here at the Oak Hill Chapel. That is happening on May 28th, so that is Memorial Weekend. Richard and Tom, in addition to seeing all of the things that you guys are involved with and want to talk about here, there's also going to be at the open house door prizes, raffles, gift horse sales, a bake sale, and information on the headstone cleaning. And Richard, do you want to go over that one more time?
A couple of individuals in the group here love to do that and are definitely involved with the different headstones here in the cemetery, and you can see the before and after results of how well that really comes out nice.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you gentlemen again for your time today. I appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the 28th.
Thank you.